Hello, Augies Worldwide. I'm Dave Kassler, amateur radio call sign KE0OG, here with another episode of Ask Dave. Today we're going to take a look at a question from Bill Whittaker. He's KO4IOE. He says, about a year ago I did a video, number 287, on the radio analog PTRX 7300. What that is a little device that fits inside your Icom 7300. Okay, this device fits in there, and you can pull one cable out of a socket inside there, plug it into this device, and then plug in the little jumper from the other side back into the 7300, and then this has an output, and that output can go to a software-defined radio. It is, in other words, a tap. I'll show you a drawing. Let's move this out so we can see it. All right, and we've got the 7300. Okay, has an RF amp coming in here and some filters. Okay, they're filters for the different bands, and then this goes to the A to D converter. Okay, to be converted to digital so that everything after that is digital. So there's an RF amp or preamp in here, there's filters. Now, with the little PTRX 7300, which is like a $200 to $300 device, it's very carefully designed so that it will work inside. You take the cover off, put the thing in, close the cover, and you've got your tap. What the thing does is it will tap it here and give you a little preamp, and then bring it back into here. Or you can tap it here to an amp that's got a tap and bring it back in here. Okay, so it's very carefully designed not to load down the circuitry that's in the 7300. It is designed to play nicely with the 7300. This is before the filters, so you get the entire HF band. This is after the filters, so you get one HF band, which happens to be whatever band you're looking at. Now, that's the way I put in mine. And then I've got a wire coming off of it that goes up to my software-defined radio and then onto the computer. And then that way, what I'm looking at on the screen here, I get a much bigger waterfall over here and can tune to something different from what the radio is tuned to. And it is a very nice piece of hardware. It is pricey. There is a much less expensive but less technical tap that just taps it in there, which will drop your signal by about 3 dB. I didn't like that idea, so I didn't use that. So what Bill is looking for, he said, if your filters in your software-defined radio, in my case, my software-defined radio is, let's take it apart at a convenient point. This is the software-defined radio. This is an SDR play. It is literally a black box. You've got an input from the antenna here. You've got a place to connect the USB, and that is all there is to it. And this is a very fine receiver. It's about $100. Which is, by the way, less than the tapping device. It's a very nice little receiver that I leave connected all the time. Okay, so If you have good filters in this, you could send it the entire HF band. And then you could look at any band, you could look at the bands independently of what you're doing with the radio. I've chosen not to do that, but you can do that. Which is better? Well, if you've got a good SDR radio like the SDR Play, you can send it the whole HF band, it would be fine. I have found in practice that if I'm on the 20 meter band here, I want to be on the 20 meter band over on the computer. Okay, so whether to install before or after the rig figures is really up to you, what you would like to do. You know, I have found the thing useful. It is terribly expensive. It's about 3 times the cost of the SDR radio. Now, there are 3 SDR Play radios. 3 SDR Play radios. This is the low-end one, which is the one I use. I have all 3. This is the low-end one, which is about $100. The $200 is the, I think, the DX one. It has 2 antenna inputs you can switch between. Actually 3, I think. 2. And then the SDR Duo has 2 separate channels, so you can be looking at 2 separate things at a time. Like I said, I use it extensively, and I use screenshots over here extensively to show things on the videos. So it's up to you what you want to do. I just find it more convenient to put it in the way it was originally designed, which is after the filters, so over here. And if you follow the instructions that come with it, it will have you put it in this way over here. This substitutes for the fact that a lot of radios don't have IF taps or RF taps. Now, my Yaesu FTDX 3000 has an RF out tap. It is the output of, it's actually this spot right here. Okay, and you can look at the band before it's converted down to IF. There's also an IF out. Now this is before the roofing filters, so you can see the whole band at once on this, and it's really cool. I've done quite a number of videos with that on it. So I hope that answers your question. Bill, it's your choice. You can do it either way. And the nice thing about it is that if you don't like it, you can go in and replug it and put it in the other way. No muss, no fuss, no soldering, no screwing things in and out or stuff like that. Okay. So, if you've watched this far in the video, I would recommend that you subscribe to this channel. Doing so gives your voice of support to YouTube regarding this channel, saying that they should recommend it to more people. Also, if you would like to help support this channel financially, you may do so by going to dcasler.com/support. Notice that one thing I don't do on the newer videos is I don't let YouTube put in mid-roll ads. Mid-roll ads drive me nuts. Some of the older videos have mid-rolls because YouTube just decided out of the clear blue sky it was going to do them. And I've got so many videos up, over 500, that it would be hard to go back and fix all of that. So there you go. There you have it. Until we next meet, 73.